Hey guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution Tarot, and I'm here today to bring you a monthly message for the sign of Aquarius for November 2021. Keep in mind this message is general, so take what you feel resonates for you, disregard the rest, go about your day, and know that no matter what messages come through, my friends, it's still up to you guys, your active free will, the choices you make and the steps you take in this world to get whatever your fulfillment is. To me, that's personal freedom, it's personal power, and my friends, it lies at the tips of your fingers, at the soles of your feet, so use your power to do wisely, my friends, because no one else can do that for you. For all my subscribers as well, big shout out to you guys. I love you, love you, love you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you truly for being here. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. If you feel like this resonates and you'd like to see more, if you'd like to join my tribe, please hit subscribe, join the journey with me. I'd love to have you along the ride. And guys, if you do like this video, help me out. Smash the like button, give it a comment, anything, all of that, it helps get it out there. So I truly appreciate every one of you. As well, one last little bit of housekeeping before we get into the reading. If you would like to follow me on Instagram, you can do that now at grassroots_evolution_tarot. I'll be putting more content over there and channeled messages for you guys to enjoy. So let's get into the reading. I'm going to take a moment and call in my team of light, Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Gabriel, and any of your spirit guides that would be here for the highest good of the entire collective. We'll ask them to join now. I'm going to ask them to guide, guard, bless, and protect myself this reading, and any of you guys who would ask for it to use me as the clearest channel possible, delivering messages that are for the most far-reaching, however, that are for the highest good of everyone. No second-rate messages here today, my friends. So, to start out with, I have a little bit of spiritual advice from the Keepers of the Light Oracle, and we'll get what messages Spirit would like you guys to know. So messages for Aquarius, please. So these two I'm going to take as well. There were ones that fell out. They want me to show you the bottom of the deck, which is Supreme Protection with Green Tara, and it says, you are protected. Cords are being cut. Move beyond limitation. Trust. So if there's things happening in your world, or what I heard is too, you could be experiencing kind of a whirlwind of change, know that you're protected throughout this. So the two cards that showed themselves, sorry guys, there's a fly. There's a fly there. The two cards that showed themselves is Gaia with the Earth connection. Be mindful of the planet. Come back to Earth. Stay grounded. And you have Krishna, devotion. And this is, trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. And I think that this is really important here. First off, what I heard is, I'll show you these cards in a minute, okay? But first off, what I heard is, especially considering the Earth plane, you are here for a reason, and you are here for some of you to help Mother Earth, to help spread environmental awareness, but this is also to live and act as one with the world, one with the universe, one with Mother Earth. So this is also what I feel like really, really important for some of you. I heard you are an Earth warrior. You are one of those people here to help protect the planet, to help spread the message on how we do that, how we can use less fossil fuel, how we can reuse things and stop purchasing things that are single use. I think that this also comes down to, for some of you may actually be lobbying government, you may be lobbying corporations to get their act together. Because here's the thing is, as a consumer, we can make an informed decision. We can look at, for example, I will only buy organic oatmeal. And I know it sounds silly, but trying every day to reduce the pesticides in my food, my kids' food, every little bit counts. And oatmeal, especially after it is processed, they spray Roundup or glyphosate on this stuff so it'll dry out faster. But there's the thing is that it's not needed, and it's just adding chemicals to our body. So for some of you as well, what I heard is water. Water is really, really important, as well as some of you maybe, I heard again, lobbying government to help try and keep the water that we have safe, so that we're not having oil or other kind of chemicals seep into our water system, okay? One thing I'm hearing is shell, and not to get too political on you guys, but one of the things that big business and big oil will do is, rather than sort of let's call it first world, rather than digging and looking for oil in the first world. They know people are going to get kind of pissed off about this. People are not going to want that in their water supply, so they go somewhere else. They go somewhere in the third world. I'm thinking about Nigeria is one of the places, but there's a lot more in Africa especially. And what I can't remember the actual name of the town, but Shell actually was held responsible finally in one area of the world for polluting farmland, for polluting it beyond a point where these people could actually raise their crops and eat, and it got into their water system. So there's a lot here, okay, but environmental consciousness is really important. So, and this is not just a dig on Shell, there's a lot of other oil companies. I'm thinking about a movie, if you guys like cartoons or if you got kids, it's called it's Bigfoot, I believe, but it's on Netflix. I'm in Canada. I believe it's called just Bigfoot, but I could be wrong. But it's about a Bigfoot who is going up against big oil and big business, and they're showing this facade of it being clean energy. But really, when he gets there disguised as Bigfoot, sorry if I'm breaking the plot here, he finds out that this is just a lie. They don't care. They don't care if this runs into the water. They don't care if it destroys the entire habitat of all the animals that live there. They just care about money. And I feel like there's a real part where if there's a cause that you've been devoted to, my friends, keep going, because you are an important asset to this cause and to this journey. And it's really important because I feel like if it resonates with your soul, if it's something that you feel called to do, it's what you're meant to do. I'm getting very emotional about it because I feel like there need to be people who stand up to those big business, and there needs to be people who stand up to the ways of thinking where maybe other people said, well, it's too big, it's beyond me, what am I going to do? Well, my friends, you are not small. And the thing is, when we group together, we become larger. So here, what I heard is visionary. For some of you, if you have a vision on how you can create change, my phone just went off for me. That's an extra little synchronicity here. But if you have a vision on how you can create change, bring those people to you that will help you. Put your vision out there. Don't be afraid to tell people, you know what, I want to change. And going back to organic, this is again me and my views, but I have been pretty anti-Monsanto for my entire adult life and even younger years. Roundup I didn't know was Monsanto, and I guess it's Bayer now. It's no longer just Monsanto. They sold their name. And there's also where companies will do this when they start to realize that people know what they're all about. Well, they sell it. So it's still the same company, just under a different name in this new guise. So you have facing fear was one of the other cards. Higher learning and care and compassion. Where it was going on that with Monsanto is this is why now, as an informed consumer, I don't want my kids eating oatmeal that is sprayed by pesticide. It bothers me that, you know, they're still eating it in other things. I can't go entirely organic. That stuff's expensive, right? So here's where I think it's pick and choose on what you can do, okay? Face your fear. You have Kali Ma here. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. Higher learning. You have learned from experience. Your more inner study is now required to further progress. And choose to be love. Do what is right for everyone involved. Offer a helping hand. To me, this is really strongly get behind your cause, regardless of what it is. Again, with supreme protection, and I keep hearing Earth Ranger. I know there's a Earth Rangers thing for kids on TV. Some of you guys, your kids could be doing this. You may want to get your kids involved, but it doesn't mean you have to pay some subscription to be an Earth Ranger. It means that you can live in harmony, honestly, and live in peace within the ecosystem that you live around. So I want me to show you the bottom again, which is focused intention with Diana. And it says, think about what you desire, set your sights high, and expect the best outcome. And I want to tell you, my friends, about visionaries, okay? About those of us who other people have told we're crazy and there's nothing we can do about it, that we can't change. Watch us. because it is those of us who are just maybe a little crazy enough to keep fighting for what we believe in that actually see those outcomes achieved. Okay, so face your fears throughout this, because I think you're also going to be going through a major learning process right now with missile check here, and knowing that if you've done something in the past and it hasn't necessarily succeeded, what did you learn from that, and how can you put that energy into the next steps forward? Because learning our lessons and trial and error is the way it goes, my friends. So I have here the Heaven and Earth Tarot, and I just want to show you, this is the Fool and this is the book. It's absolutely beautiful, and I did bring the Keepers of Light as well as the Earth Magic Oracle for some final advice. But I feel like this message here, for whoever this has resonated with, it's really important to stay with your cause, okay? So Spirit, can you tell me a little bit of tarot wisdom for anybody who's watching for November 2011? 2011, oh my god, November 2021. For some of you guys, that November 2011 may be a significant date. There could be something, however, that you've been working on since then or before then, that this stuff is finally coming into fruition. You have the know-how and understanding now. And what I also heard is you may just be the one leading the team. Okay, so Spirit, thank you. So we got all these cards, and I'm going to take the bottom of the deck. Actually, I'm going to show you exactly how I see it. Okay, I don't know if you can see it, but this is the Knight of Wands, and then we have the Princess of Cups right here. This is going passionately towards something that's going to fulfill your heart. I'm going to put those here for now, and we'll come back to it and read what Spirit dropped for us. You have the Knight of Swords. You have the Emperor in reverse. I think this also comes with some of us maybe need to recognize and remember our power. You know, if we've been really at something a long time, we may have this illusion of powerlessness, and this is the place. Remember, no, my words, my actions, they have power. My thoughts, they have power. You have the Devil here. It could be a Capricorn as well. It could be an Aries you have around you. You have Knight of Swords, Aquarius. This could be your energy as well. There's fire energy. There's water energy. There's a lot of different stuff. Death is in the reverse. That's right away. I want to show you guys. You have Temperance coming into balance. Four of Wands with perfect work. The Ace of Pentacles. Look at this. Brand new. Achieved your goal. And then we have material trouble with the Five of Pentacles. Interesting that these two come out together, right? Something new and feeling like left out and not having enough. I think that this is also our understanding of lack mentality, and knowing that if we want to achieve this wonderful outcome, we have to put the work in and we have to walk through this gate. We have to face our fears of the unknown. So where it was getting at though is 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcanas came out all together. You have two knights on action, which is the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords. For some of you, I heard public speaking as well. You may be really, some of you may be nervous of it, but some of you may be a really, really good public speaker and very informed. And you may have a way about you that you're just able to teach people. You're able to speak in a way that they get, that they can listen to, and that they can get behind. So for some of you, I heard you're very charismatic. This is not you, but I also heard Hitler, okay? He was very charismatic too. And I think that this is where we need to be careful on our delivery and how we go about things. What are our motives? Because, again, we can deliver a very charismatic speech. But if it's done for the wrong reasons, or if it's done for hate and things like that, this isn't what we want to see in the world, okay? So I'm not saying that I think you are doing things for hate or being Hitler, okay? But I think that it's really important to remember the power you have with your words and the way that you carry yourself, because charisma, that thing, that untangible thing, people will be drawn to you. Also, before I get too far into these cards as well, Krishna it is important to note why he is devoted, and I believe, so his twin, his counterpart, or twin flame if you want to call it, is Radha, which would represent the soul flame. And the thing is with Krishna is I believe he waited for her. Let me find him. Krishna, okay, I'm going to read him for you guys, okay, because he's staring at me. Krishna is the Hindu god who is known as Mahavatar, sorry if I say it but wrong, but great avatar, and embodies divine wisdom. One of India's best loved gods, he is an approachable, kind, loving, and supportive guide. He is a peaceful being with great love for all people and animals. So he is also depicted with a calf or a lamb, which is a symbol of innocence, and a peacock feather on his head, which is said to honor the divine feminine. He was the spiritual guide of the warrior soul Arjuna, as related in the Hindu epic Bhagavad Gita, which is the story of choosing love over fear, which help us move the limitations and wars our ego create in our mind, and maybe even with the world around us. His twin flame is Radha. So it says you have a deep spiritual connection and must trust the guidance that's coming through. Your devotion to the spiritual path has been recognized. It may feel as though you've been on a mental, emotional battlefield, but there are sweet messages of hope around you now. Krishna is here to boost your sense of connection to the divine and encourage you to act from your soul. If a decision needs to be made, ask yourself what will honor your soul and those around you. If you can choose the best for all involved, then you will feel even closer to the divine. So I do feel like it's not the spot. It was, I think maybe it was Radha who waited for Krishna. However, I think it's really important just to be devoted, and again, remember that the divine is speaking through you, to you, through you, but with 4 major arcanas here as well. The universe has something in store for you, and this is going back to your cause, okay? Going back to what sets your soul ablaze and what fills you up with passion. What is it that you want to do? I heard some of you may have walked away from a job or something because it didn't fill you with passion or it didn't fulfill your needs. Some of you are potentially as well with this Ace of Pentacles and this 5 of Pentacles. Some of you could feel like if there was a promotion or a job that you were after and you didn't get it, you could feel a little defeated. But I think that if that happened, know that it wasn't your place. It wasn't meant for you, or it might not have been yours yet because you're not ready for it. So the Emperor being out of his power with the Devil here speaks to me of codependencies, and to be honest, I heard toxic fears. Death in the reverse is us putting the hold on change. It's saying, it's like I just see somebody, like cartoon-wise, you know, their feet are planted and they're being drugged. And they're like, no, you can't make me. And the dust clouds are going everywhere because whatever's happening with this night here, with these 2 nights, it's happening swiftly. It's happening fast. So here's where I heard fuel to the fire as well, though, that our communication, some of us it may be bold, but the communication is also going to be heated. And this also comes to me with charisma. So if there's a spot where you feel like you're not fully in your power, I ask you guys to really take a look at what is it that is keeping me from my power. For some of you, I heard weed, okay? For some of you, it could be other things like constantly fearing or doubting yourself, fearing your ability to create change, or fearing success, fearing your feelings as well, because I keep saying feeling. And I think that it's really important to know that you have to be honest with yourself about what's holding you back, because once you do, you're able to make changes that bring you much more into balance with this Temperance card here. Could be a Sagittarius as well that you're dealing with, but I feel more like, see this 4 of Wands here? See this 11-11? This perfect, beautiful harmony. And this is also perfect work. Again, walking through this arch of celebration, much like with this Ace of Pentacles. You need to get through them. You need to walk through. So if that's resonated for you, you know, it is a place where whatever this stuff is in this energy, this devil energy, that may have us feeling like we need to control the situation or we don't feel fully in our power, Spirit's like, this is an opportunity for higher living, higher learning, and I heard as well, a place to experience the grace of God, to give yourself grace as well, and to know that along your path, you may have forgotten sometimes if you're feeling hopeless or you're feeling like without a cause, you may have forgotten what it is that you're meant to do on this earth. But Spirit's going to nudge you in the directions that you're supposed to go, and something is happening. There is a new opportunity, and it is something that I heard is long awaited for. It's something beautiful. It's something peaceful. They're taking me up to this as well. The triangle. Grab a message from the book on this one. I've opened up to 6 of Swords. Okay, the 4 of Wands. Okay, so one of the correspondences is Venus here as well, Jupiter and Aries. It says with the 4 of Wands. So there's some questions here. Doesn't tell me what that is. Image. Okay, so this is actually, it says a glyph of fire mixed with Venus appears in the central spire. The garden hedge grows red. It flows over with a red doorway into the cathedral. The 4 of Wands have green growth. Okay, so the questions are, what was the last time you celebrated an accomplishment? What gives you stability now? What does foundation mean to you? I think it's important that foundation was mentioned here, especially with this Ace of Pentacles, because this is a new foundation for you. I do also think that it's important that we're building stable foundations. This could be a marriage card as well, but we're family life, right? We're building stable foundations because we don't want it to fizzle up and burn away. We want it to have stay power, much like this, right? We want it to radiate with success. Yep, I definitely heard just quit fearing the changes, okay? Easier said than done. But come at yourself with care and compassion. And remember, with Green Tara, here you were supported. Again, with foundation, some of you may be working within an organization as well to create positive change. Some of I heard children's charities as well. Okay, the environmental stuff, that's just an example. But whatever you're doing to create change in this world, what I heard is it's working. Effortless. This comes with, I heard there's twofold on this effortless card, okay? One is we want to allow the flow of life to come with ease, with grace, and not fight back too much against the current. Because when we fight back against the current, when we kind of try and stop it, you're going to create a stalemate and you're going to find no movement. Excuse me. The second thing that this has to do with is actually a lot of effort. But when we put a lot of effort in and we do this day by day, it becomes effortless. I'm going to give you my personal example on this, and you take it how it needs to be for you. But in July, I started taking a walk every day. I've been working on an exercise program since May. And at first, it was really difficult to add that extra workout in. To add that walk in was like, oh my gosh. But now, I kind of like it. I kind of need it. It starts my day off right. I get up, take the kids, go to school. I come home, have breakfast, and I go out for a walk, you know, half an hour. Get fresh air in my lungs. And it creates such a positive mindset as well, and it really clears your head out. But the thing is that once we do this, once we've kind of built these things into routine, we aren't even really realizing how much effort we're putting into it, because it's not like July where I was really dragging my ass to get myself out that door. Now it's just like second thought, okay, you've had your breakfast, throw on your shoes and get your butt outside. I think that as well, okay, here's where it goes further. For myself, I've noticed that that walk has done wonders, not only for my mood, but my waist. I can see where that walk has definitely helped slim me out. And these are things, though, that on a day-to-day you might not realize. But you put these into practice. When the time comes, when you get this reward, it's going to seem effortless because you've already been putting that work into it, and it's something that you've been consistent with. So I want to show you the bottom of the deck before I say goodbye, and it is a mountain with strength. For some of you, what I heard is you may want to go climb some mountains. You may want to go for a hike in the mountains if you are lucky enough to live where mountains are, because these are huge, beautiful landmarks. But it's not just that. It's also talking about the strength. Because if you have the stay power to climb this mountain, if you have the stay power to stick to your goals or to do what it is that you need to do, this is rock solid, and this is something that's building you. So lean in on your strengths, lean in on your focus as well to just how powerful you are, and allow the flow of earth. This is water too, okay? This could come with emotion. You may, whenever this starts to happen, the emotional floodgates, they may just open, and that's all right. Let it come. Let it come. Observe the feelings. Let it go. Okay, so that's the message that I have for you. They bring me back to this. Just be mindful of the planet. Be mindful of you. And if you're finding yourself in a funk, get outside into nature, because Mother Nature does wonders to heal our soul. That's what I have for you. I hope you have a great month. Mwah, you beautiful people. I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.